Well, just getting ready to start packing up the suitcase. Head out Thursday to Istanbul, Turkey. And then from Istanbul, Turkey, we fly to Dushanbe, Tajikistan. And from there, we drive up into the Pamir Mountains to hunt Marco Polo sheep. Once Marco Polo sheep is done, we head back to Turkey and hunt the Bezoar Ibex. This will be the second attempt, so here we go. Let's get packing.
Hey guys, so in this video I'm going to go over packing for Tajikistan, Marco Polo, and Bezoar Ibex in Turkey. First off, we're going to start here with the Kuyu guide jacket. Guys, you don't need to have a Kuyu guide jacket. That's just the jacket I packed, so something similar would work great. Tajikistan's going to be super cold. Going to layer it up. Turkey's not so much. I'm packing some rain gear here, extra layer, windbreaker pretty much. Now I'm going to be packing in my typical hunting t-shirts. Right now I'm putting in a down jacket. Any down jacket work great. Again, Tajikistan super cold, -degree weather. Need a down jacket. Next up, I'm putting in some down pants or down vest. Now I'm putting in the down pants here. Like I said, Tajikistan's going to be very cold in the negatives, high wind, so you want to have layering system, so it works great. Here I'm adding some gaiters, some high top gaiters to have in Tajikistan and in Turkey. I'm going to be hiking the snow quite a bit in Tajikistan, and then in Turkey, same thing. I always wear gaiters everywhere I go. This bag that I just put in is literally just like my layering of just my normal hunting clothes, from pants, shirts, my typical merino stuff. That's what I'm wearing a lot on this trip would be merino for the warmth. Again, I'm rearranging my gaiters, but in those bags that you see me just put in would just be like my typical hunting t-shirts and pants is what I put in. Wearing a lot of attack pants, a lot of guide style pants from Kuyu, but that's the typical clothing that you'd need to take. Don't got to get into the weeds on it because you can pack what you want. Here I'm packing some pack boots. These are some Scarpa pack boots. Again, these are meant for severely cold temperatures, hiking in snow, and that's what those are for, was for the Tajikistan portion of that hunt. I haven't worn them since. I still have them just in case, and for when on upcoming hunts I'm going to do in some severe cold weather, such as doing a polar bear or doing other hunts for the different argali species in Kyrgyzstan. They're great for those cold temperatures there. You don't need to pack the kitchen sink for most of these hunts. I'm doing 2 back-to-back hunts, so that's why I have extra clothes, because you're not going to be able to get them washed in Tajikistan or Turkey, so I'm packing enough to wear them on both places. So right now I'm packing some socks. These are really heavy, thick wool socks. These are for the Tajikistan hunt. Like I said, we're going to be in severely cold temperatures, up to -30, -40 with high winds. So I'm just wanting to be prepared with some wool socks. I'm also packing just my typical hunting socks, which are merino or wool socks as well, but they're a lot lighter, not as thick, not as heavy. Brand doesn't really matter. Again, like you can wear what you want. And then I always wear like a thinner sock, but again, we're going to be in Turkey in November, start of December, so it's also going to be chilly there. So I'm making sure I have enough stuff to keep me warm. Now I'm packing my long underwear. Long underwear is key on these type of hunts. You want to have thermals, tops and bottoms. Doesn't matter, again, the brand, whatever brand works for you, but I'm packing several pairs of each. Again, like I said, there's not laundry done every day in Tajikistan and Turkey like there is in Africa. So I'm going to be packing enough to get me through 2 different hunts, so probably 4 or 5 pairs. Now I'm packing in all my snacks. I always take a lot of snacks on these Asia hunts because the food is not that great in most places, so I want to take stuff that I enjoy and I like. So right here I'm packing granola bars, I'm packing almonds, I'm packing whatever else I can even fit in there, jerky, stuff like that you can take in the packaging over to those countries with you. A big thing, I'm packing Hershey bars as well, as you see in there. Packing my gloves in now. I'm packing some lighter, thinner pairs to wear in a layering system with some heavier mittens, heavier, thicker gloves. Again, I'm packing enough. As you can see, I'm packing a lot of different gloves, but I'm packing for 2 trips because they could get dirty, nasty in Tajikistan. I don't want to have to wear them same ones into Turkey, so I'm packing both different pairs, different stuff for different type of hunts. Again, it's a layering system, thinner gloves, like a merino glove or a lightweight glove, and then a heavier mitten on top of that. Going back to my snacks, I pack a lot of snacks. Oh, before I go back to snacks, going in here, these are my boots I'm going to wear in Turkey. These are just my typical mountain hunting boots. Again, these are Scarpas as well. I love Scarpa boots for my mountain hunting stuff, but they're not a heavy pack boot, not a super insulated boot for like the Tajikistan stuff. Those are my boots for Turkey. Trekking poles are key. I know a lot of people think they're sissy poles, but they work phenomenal. So I'm packing those, packing a coffee mug to keep stuff warm while in Tajikistan. So then back to my snacks, I pack hydration sticks from Gatorade packets, to have some electrolytes and some flavor to some water. That's a key thing, especially when going over to these countries, to be able to get electrolytes with this high altitude. As you've seen in my video, or will see in my video if you haven't watched it, I got some cases of altitude sickness. I didn't have fluid in my lungs, but I got severely sick. I was vomiting, having diarrhea. I couldn't even go find my sheep. It was miserable. 2 days in camp from being up at elevation. We hiked up to 16,000 feet while looking for my ram, and we spent a lot of time hiking in 2 days looking, which is more than a lot of people do on that type of hunt. As you can see, I'm trying to cram in all my snacks everywhere. Take almonds again, Hershey bars, as you can see. They're key. Gum, take bubble gum, and I also like to take snacks to share with like the guides, the guys in camp, keep the morale going, kind of give them a treat during the day. Big thing I do in Africa is take that stuff and every day I give it to the trackers and say, let's go, have a good day, have some good luck. And that's just a big thing. What I'm about to pack right now is those Gatorade hydration packs. Like I said, I need those for flavor, also for electrolytes. Again, you're going to be hiking at high altitude. This isn't a Gatorade ad. There's a lot of other great brands now that make even healthier hydration sticks. So that's what we're going to work with right there. Just telling you what I am packing there. And in the case on the ground you see, I'm about to pack my medical kit. This is what I take on every hunt, no matter where I go. This has a bunch of cool stuff in it: Band-Aids, Neosporin, nail clippers, my Diamox, which I believe I got sick off was the Diamox. Diamox is medicine for high altitude, so that's what was going in there. I also pack other medications that I get for stomach illnesses, because when you go to these countries, you're eating new foods, different foods, and stuff might upset your stomach bites. So I take a lot of different medications to alleviate that type of stuff, because it's new country, new foods. You don't know what's going to upset your stomach, so I take a lot of stuff like that. Next up here, you see me getting ready to pack my sleeping bag. This was a -30 sleeping bag. Again, we're going to be in extremely cold temperatures in Tajikistan, so I'm packing a sleeping bag with me that can withstand those extremely cold temperatures, and I'm trying to find a place to fit it all in. I packed this Cabela's. This is a Cabela's big duffel bag. I don't think they make them or sell them anymore. This thing has been a lot of places with me and has worked extremely well, and it's done great. So I'm trying to fit my sleeping bag in there. Luckily, it can compress and squish down to fit perfectly in there. I should have put it in the compression pack for this, but it worked either way regardless. Back to my medical kit. It's always good to have that type of stuff on hand. Most hunting camps have a good medical kit, but having your own stuff, such as like the Neosporin and stuff like that, you can't get that readily available in other countries. Sometimes they don't even sell that type of stuff, so it's good to take it with you and have it on hand. Like I said, nail clippers, Band-Aids, just little things like that. My typical toiletry stuff is also going in there. I actually pack my typical toiletries in my carry-on bag, which will either be a backpack, a small duffel bag, or whatever is small enough to use as a carry-on on all airlines. And I pack my typical toiletries. I pack my binoculars in there. I pack my reading material. I pack like the stuff that I don't want to get lost, and stuff that I can't necessarily live without, like my my contacts, my glasses. If you have any medication, you want to put that in your carry-on bag. You don't want to have it in your check bag. As you can see here, I am struggling to get this thing zipped up. It made weight, but I struggled here. One other thing that you'll see me pack in my pack baggage right here, my check baggage, will be my ammunition box. I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel here going over the type of ammunition box I use and why I use it and all that. But that goes in a separate bag, stays away from my gun case, and it goes in here in my check bag in another separate lock box. And I usually use a TSA, one of those small TSA combo locks. Doesn't really matter compared to using the gym combo locks on a gun rifle case. So breaking down the layering system, we're going to start out with like your merinos or your long underwears, and then you're going to put on, what I did is I put my down clothing on, and then on top of my down clothing I wear my typical hunting pants, which would be like a guide pant or a guide jacket from Kuyu. Similar setup from other companies. You don't got to use Kuyu stuff. Other great companies, other great brands make the same stuff. No affiliation there. But that's how I do it. I layer it up with your long johns, down, and then your typical hunting clothes. And then also like same thing, I layered up my glove system, my thinner gloves, so I can still take my mittens off, be able to shoot with the thin glove on, and then put the mittens back on, or heavier gloves, because it's extremely cold there. You're not doing a whole lot of hiking around while you're hunting. You're doing a lot of driving in their vehicles, glassing, and then you'll make a stalk from there. It's not like you start out hiking a lot, because again, you're at high elevation. We were in to 16,000 feet on the sun, and most people cannot withstand that elevation and hiking for a long period of time. So it's not a very physical hunt, let's say, is like miles walked, but it is physical because it's hard to breathe and takes time to do it.
Well, the cluster's kind of gone. Still there, pretty much though. Bunch of stuff left. It's just about go time. It's T-minus 48 hours and we'll be on a plane heading to Istanbul, Turkey. And then from there, we head to Tajikistan to hunt the elusive Marco Polo sheep.
You can watch this full-length hunt on my YouTube channel titled Marco Polo Sheep Hunting, Dream Sheep on the Rooftop of the World. This was a great experience in 2015, traveling to Tajikistan, hunting these amazing sheep. In some scenarios, we've seen over 1,000 sheep a day. There's sheep everywhere. It's a great experience. You might encounter wolves. You'll see mid-Asian ibex, and it's a great experience. Something that I want to do again in the other countries that offer the Marco Polo or argali species, such as the Madison argali in Tajikistan, or going into Kyrgyzstan doing the Humi and the Tian Shan argali. Unfortunately, at this time, the U.S. Fish and Wildlife is not allowing import permits for these argalis hunted in international countries such as Mongolia and Tajikistan. I hope in the near future the information and the statistics gets relayed to the U.S. Fish and Wildlife that these species are plentiful, the hunting is regulated, and it helps them, and they allow the importation of these animals, because there's a lot of people that have been on these hunts that have been waiting for their animals to be able to come into the United States. Capes are getting ruined. Sheep are probably getting lost in the mix. So I hope it changes and allows people to bring these animals in the near future. For more information on that, make sure you follow Safari Club International. They're keeping a steady eye on this. And for any of you guys packing for your upcoming ibex hunts in Turkey, or if you're traveling to the rooftop of the world hunting Marco Polo sheep, I hope this video helps you guys out. Good luck and safe hunting.